You know, you have been talking about Assam. When we refer to the sovereignty of Assam, when you are talking about the so-called sovereignty of Assam, are you referring to the Assam of today? Or are you referring to the undivided Assam? Because you see, the northeastern region, as you've just said, I mean, this insurgency problem is not the problem of just Assam, it's of the entire northeastern region. And you have just said that its boundaries diffuse into the boundaries of the other Southeast Asian countries. So when we refer to the northeast at large, and we refer to Assam in particular with you, are we referring to Assam of today? Are we referring to the undivided Assam?
Yes, my answer would be, I think, if you look carefully, listen carefully again to the previous answer, you will find some of the ideals or ideas inherent in it. But to make the question very simple and easy at the moment, so we would be guided by the people of Assam. The people of Assam will be the leading light in deciding the areas they would like to call Assam. And with that, I would like to thank you.
I have 3 questions before we go on to the last.
Yeah.
You recently visited Geneva along with Mr. Paresh Barua. Is the ULFA in touch with any international human rights organizations to further its cause?
That's the wrong information you have.
You are saying you did not visit Geneva, but is the ULFA in touch with any international human rights organizations to further its cause?
Yeah. All liberation front usually have contacts with international groups who support our cause. Like any other liberation fronts, liberation groups looking for sovereignty of their respective territories, we keep in touch with international organizations who support the causes for the liberation.
So you are in touch with the international human rights organizations. Is there any
we have always been in touch.
Right. Is there any positive outcome?
Positive outcome when we get our independence returned to us. Next question, please.
Yes. What are your views on illegal immigrants? What are your views on illegal immigration that has become a very big question before the people, that is threatening to disrupt the entire socio-economic fabric of Assam?
Do you understand the word Tholgiri? Our responsibilities are to the Tholgiris of Assam, and that's the main focus I would like to keep in this second question.
Your commitment, you said, is to the Tholgiris of Assam. Are you keeping a track of the extradition of Mr. Anup Chetia? Is it expected that Mr. Anup Chetia's sympathies lie with Mr. Aurobindo Rajgua and not with you?
As far as I understand, these are all news material coming through. Anup Chetia has been kept in a protective custody in one of the jails in Bangladesh, and he has no direct contact with the organization. So therefore, I have no further comment to make on that issue.
You are saying that he has no direct contact with anybody. Can you be loud on that?
Yes, indeed. He hasn't had any direct contact with my organization, anybody in our organization.
Yes, that is what I said, that people expect that Mr. Anup Chetia's sympathies lie with the Aurobindo Rajgua faction and not with you.
So, as I said, we do not have any direct contact with him. Therefore, if he expressed sympathy with somebody else, that would be news to me.
Yes. There was a recent death of a lady called Jahanavi Mahanta, who was your cadre.
That's it. No, you have gone beyond your question, I'm afraid.
My last question to you is, do you think that 34 years in exile and your fight for sovereignty has achieved anything for the state of Assam? Do you consider it worthwhile to continue your fight more than 3 decades after it started?
Yes, otherwise we would have given it up.
One last question, Dr. Abijit. Is it not true that the people of Assam are not as passionate about the ULFA as they were in the 1980s and the 1990s? Is it true that you lost contact with the people of Assam?
No. We haven't lost contact with the people of Assam. Neither the people of Assam lost contact with ULFA or United Liberation Front of Assam.
See, in the modern context, 3 decades after you started this revolution, what is it that you can bargain from the government of India for the people of Assam? What is it that you can give to the people of Assam? Can you tell me something which is beautiful and sentimental for the people of Assam?
Oh, more apunar days. Oh, more apunar days. Oh, more apunar days. I've been very patient, and we shall hopefully have further discussion again, and I look forward to it greatly. You have been very, very well, your questions have been quite well thought out, and I look forward to speaking to you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Abijit.